me, goddammit. My content ain't for everybody. You watch me, disturb your own goddamn peace. I hope you find peace in your own lane, neighbor, not over here. No, it's really straight through for me. You know, the doctor still ain't figured out your goddamn cure yet. Why you bothering your goddamn self? No, it's a straight through for me. Bringing your goddamn blood pressure up, watching me disturb your own goddamn peace. You know, you can find something better else to do besides watch me. No, it's the train of thought for me. I truly hope that you continue to find peace within one day in your own lane somewhere else, but please don't watch me hurt yourself. Okay? Hope you find peace. My content is not for everyone. You can save all the disrespect to BITCHs. And I say that respectfully. I'm just in my own lane. I ain't truly for you at the end of the day. It was an introduction that she wasn't supposed to be introduced to. Hello, I'm Nia G on Love Respect. Have a nice day somewhere else. No, it's the trainer thought for me. Hello. I'm Nia G on Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. To the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I actually hope all is well on your end, and I actually hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. Never allow someone to dim your light when they say that you don't have potential. Being what God created you to be, being what God allowed you to bring balance into your life to become your best self vision of yourself. When you're asking God for guidance when it comes to better days ahead, they will never understand how God transforms you, and you wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. That energy is different because God truly allowed you to see that you truly had a purpose. God truly allowed you to see that you was truly loved and respected by all the right people that was truly for you. And let alone, hold on one second, God truly showed you that your mental health was truly important. You didn't have to get exhausted because someone tried to project pain. They didn't understand elevation when it came to your mental health. And hold on one second, you was worthy at the end of the day. They tried to shortchange you, play with spoke in a toxic way. It was supposed to make you bent out of shape, becoming your worst enemy. They would never understand the energy that God endured you when it come to restoring better days ahead. Hold on one second. Who would have knew it was truly within you? Yeah, they gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey. They didn't want you to see happy days, but hold on one second, God made better days ahead when it come to brightening your day. No, it's the train of thought. My content is not for everyone. You know, healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. Love is real, love is one of a kind, worth the right one truly for you. Ha! Now that introduction hits different. Someone truly had potential. That energy hits different. Someone actually picking up the phone, actually valuing your time and date. It wasn't an excuse that, hold on one second, it was never competition. You know how when you first start talking to somebody, the pillow talking actually was making sense at the end of the day because y'all both wasn't trying to hurt nobody? Who would have knew that you would have fell in love with the love of your life every single day and they was trying to just treat you right? It wasn't complicated love, it was real love. Someone truly showing you that, hold on one second, your energy was truthful, respectful, genuine, and kind. Who would have knew that your fruit of your labors would allow you to see better days ahead because you chose yourself to bring the best out of you? The energy is different because God actually showed up for you and you don't worship the devil. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Loving yourself, the better yourself, never dim your light. I love me to choose me, not to overlook me. I almost lost me that last testimony. I'm thanking God every single day for the position that I hold today to stand before myself today. I was mentally disturbed certain point of my views, certain points of my point of views. You ever got lost in your words and certain folks didn't understand you? You know, expressing yourself because you want to better yourself, having all the wrong people around you only to overlook you when you're trying to better yourself. You didn't understand the definition of peace because it wasn't endured within you, only for God to reassure you that, hold on one second, I got your back. I'm showing you the potential that true love can truly last forever. If you show up for yourself to understand better days going to get better when you least expect it because you didn't reject you. That healing trauma and pain wasn't easy. You was tired of excuses of hurting yourself, overflowing the wrong cups because they couldn't meet you halfway. Showing up for certain folks that was disrespecting to project pain. They was doing shit for likes and views, clout chasing, but God said, hold on one second. I gotta allow you to see. I gotta allow you to see when it comes to your faith that you truly got potential. They said that you slow, stupid, and retarded, but hold on one second. I got something better. Childhood trauma was real. It went into your adulthood. You had to keep it real. You know, when start healing trauma and pain, you gotta actually move that mass to understand at the end of the day, I choose myself to understand that true love can truly last. How God truly shows you why God closed certain doors in your life. Certain folks can't come into this next journey when it comes to your faith that, hold on one second, God was actually holding favor over your life. The disrespect was loud, but they couldn't antagonize you no more. Let them disrespect you. Let them project spoken and toxic away. Hold on 1 second. You're not moving uncomfortably. Because God showed you what peace looks like up close in person. You wasn't hurting yourself with words because you truly had potential to become your best self vision of yourself. You found you in a space where you least expected. It was folks trying to discourage you, to kick you down, to see you frown. But God truly showed you that you was worthy. The unconditional love felt different. God by your side, not one lie was told. It was certain folks that were supposed to love you and protect you, but hold on 1 second. They said that you was the issue. They forgot to get to know you, let alone respect you, love you. But God truly shows you that love, that hold on 1 second. I got your back and you are worthy of loving you. God was worthy of loving you, and the love that you have for God, that energy is different. Even when you got lost in your words, certain folks didn't understand you. How God was truly real. Because God was truly allowing you to heal. God maintained a smile in your darkest days. They would never understand what you overcame. You understood where you came from, regardless of what hood you was in that day. They would never understand. You didn't think you was better than nobody because you wasn't trying to catch a case. They said that you slow, stupid, and retarded. You think you better than somebody. But that was never the case. You was just trying to find yourself, to find yourself, to find yourself, to recognize you are worthy. Depression was real. You had anxiety like crazy. Because folks had ill intentions not to do you right. Because they said that you was mentally ill. It was certain days you used to beat yourself up like, how can I possibly love me? Who am I? Am I even worthy? I used to listen to he say, she say when it came to me, but hold on 1 second. They said I'm whack, can't I'm corny, him and nobody. They said I'm whack, can't I'm corny, him and nobody. But hold on 1 second. Confidence looks good on you today. Yo. He made you look, how you doing, neighbor? Made you look, how you doing, neighbor? No, hold on 1 second. You know, happy tears feels different. It was confidence that looked like competition. When you wasn't trying to hurt nobody, you were just in your own lane. They would never understand the pain that you overcame. You know, faith looks different. It's a walk of life that certain folks can't understand. That you didn't have to have malicious intentions. When folks try to antagonize you to get you out of character, not one lie was told. You actually chose yourself to look in the mirror that I am worthy. I love myself, not the damn I light. I love myself, not the damn I light. Yeah, that energy is different. I was operating out of self-love. I was operating to better myself. And God truly showed me that I had the potential. God showed me the light that, hold on 1 second, regardless to overlook you, put you in competition. I got your back. They would never understand. I never removed my hands off for you. I don't worship the devil. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding. Yeah, I tie my shoe different, but I still know how to respect my neighbor because I know I was far from a hater. It was times during your journey. They would never understand how you overcame what you've been through. But you're still being patient with time and day because, you know, it's this thing called life. We heal every single day. And especially when you're willing to choose yourself not to overlook you. When you don't run from your past. We all aren't the same. Being sexually assaulted, dealing with hate crime, discrimination, violence. You put a name in your book, what you overcame or what you're dealing with today. Trying to express yourself to the wrong people, but who would have knew that God was really paying attention that day? God closed certain doors in your life just to show you that, hold on 1 second, I got your hands today. In the most healthiest way. They try to get you locked up, put you in the cyborg. They said he say, she say, pointless conversations when it came to you, or because they looked at you like competition because you truly had potential. The gang stalking was real. The hacking and device was real. You supposed to be mentally ill. That's what they labeled you that day. But hold on 1 second, I restored you. And nothing crazy was about you. You was just different and unique in your own special way. Because the right people would never overlook you. Hold on 1 second. Because God didn't project that pain. You know, when God put certain keys in your hands, you know how I felt to be homeless. Certain folks will never understand what you overcame when it came to pain that day. How you used to overflow everybody's cup. Respect them, not shortchange them. You ain't have to mentally, verbally, physically abuse them. You know, energy is different. They forgot to check to see if you was okay today. They forgot to see if you ate today. You went a mile and stones and all types of stuff, or whatever the case may be. You probably didn't have $1 in your pocket, but you always showed up for folks that shortchanged you when you was just trying to better you. Regardless if they asked you to show up or not, you was just that friend. You put a name in your book of your position. How you showed up in somebody's life that day, you have to have ill intentions. You find out certain folks playing with spoken in a toxic way. They was energy harvesting off your energy. Destiny swiping with you, epic failure. Trying to get you locked up, right to left, or because of the fact they didn't want you to smile, they wanted to see you frown. Everybody walk of life ain't the same. But God was truly protecting you that day. God restored your body when you least expected. It was folks that was doing stuff behind closed doors because they truly saw potential within you. They try to get your DNA, take it to the doctor, trying to find out what your blood type is, and say they projecting this on you. The doctor said, "Oh, we got your results back." It says, et cetera, et cetera. But hold on one second. God removed all that bullshit out your body. They would never understand it. Hold on one second. Who blow is that? Is the trainer told me, "Oh my God, you criminal? Are you serious?" This type of shit really happens. How folks be trying to set you up, trying to make you feel bent out of shape when you have to get out of pocket to hurt nobody. Man, God saw everything. Strength thought for me. How when God restores your body, the doctor just told you, hold on one second, you ain't gonna make it to see another day. Certain individuals will never understand that room that you was in that day. How you actually felt when the doctor said what they said that day. But God restored you. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. Because God said, not today, my child. I got better days in you. I don't want to see you frown. Everybody's not able to tell a story. But hold on one second. You are. The energy is different. My content is not for everyone. God restored you for the right reasons. God gave you access to certain rooms they would never understand why you stand before yourself today. God made sure you had a roof over your head. You had money in your pocket to provide for yourself so you won't be on an empty stomach. That energy is different. You ain't have to worry about picking up the phone and calling folks that didn't know how to respect you, let alone love you or protect you. Because God was tired of the bull crap when it come to folks' issue. It was the drama, the trauma, the disrespect was real. And they couldn't even keep it real. They ain't even want you around. And they forgot to say all they wanted to do was get physical, only to see you down. Half of you was there for them. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Damn, we all not the same. The tick for tack was real, but it was only one side when it came to their mission. You know, sometimes when God removes you from certain situations, certain folks will never understand why you stand before yourself today. You ain't need a cheerleader rooting you on, becoming your best self-vision, because you wasn't looking for validation, becoming your best self-vision when God gave you the potential, and you wasn't the issue. Wow. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same, but actions spoke louder than words when it came to your pain. Healing that trauma and pain was real. You look in the mirror that you are beautiful and you are handsome. You even understand that you actually had a smile. It's certain folks that may have overlooked you, but when the right people truly for you, they truly respect you. They don't got hidden agendas or motives to play with spoken in a toxic way, make you feel like you're bent out of shape. They not energy harvesting off your energy because they ain't trying to catch a case. They ain't gonna hack your devices to make you feel mentally ill, disturbed. The energy is different. They don't got a gang stalk you right to left. Because they truly here for you, because they truly not a hater. Especially when God sends the right people into your life, not to overlook you. And especially when God knows what you've been through. That is just different. You had everything working out in your life. The best self-vision of yourself. It actually healed. And you still being patient with time and day to actually mentally heal. Because it's a process. It's baby steps still every single day. It's a miracle. Who would have knew? God was still being faithful to you. The energy is different. You truly the gift to yourself. What a blessing, what a dream come true. God truly showing you patience to go within. To be your authentic self. That job opportunity that worked out. God was tired of your pain and your trauma. What was truly making you mentally ill, disturbing your peace. God saw the potential that God endured with you. Like, hold on one second, I never overlooked you. I was just being patient with time and day when it came to you. So now everything is start working out in your favor. They would never understand. They got to get used to it. The energy is different. Get used to this best self-vision of you. It's an introduction that certain folks won't be able to be introduced to. You know, like your past. They don't know who you are. Even certain folks that think they know who you are. Nah. It's the next chapter in your life. You understood that last testimony. It's next chapter in your life. It began with you. But God started anew when it came to that pen ink that day. Energy is different. It's because you express yourself different. Never make someone make you feel like you slow, stupid, and retarded. Because you express yourself differently. And you ain't got malicious intention to hurt yourself or others around you. The energy is different. Everything started working out in your life. You were still being patient with time and everything was flowing. Who would have knew? Always was missing out on one department. It was the love department. Love is real, love is one of a kind. With the right one truly for you, that energy is different. Wow. It was respectful love, patient love, one of a kind type of love. It was them happy tears that actually brought you balance that day, to recognize that, hold on one second, love is real, not blindsided. Because someone truly had potential, not to make you overlook yourself, but someone truly there to better you. Show you that, hold on one second, I'm bringing balance into your life, not to cause chaos, confusion, disturb your peace. I'm just here to maintain your smile, asking God for better days ahead. Who would have knew? That introduction of real love was faithful. It wasn't trying to have your cake and eat it too type of energy, because someone truly saw potential within you. And y'all both was on the same page, operating out of real love, not lust. That energy is different. And true love wasn't a mistake that day. Coming out your comfort zone. Someone truly showing you, I'm here to pray for you, not against you. I'm your biggest cheerleader, up close in person, behind closed doors. My past was my reality today. God closed certain doors in my life for all the right reasons. I didn't reject myself another day. I understood I was worthy of real love. I understood I was worthy of a healthy commitment. I understood I was worthy of someone meeting me halfway one day. Who would have knew that your dreams would have truly came true? Two people operating out of real love. It wasn't lust. It was common sense. Common sense. That is just different. You know when you don't run from your past and God closed certain doors in your life for all the right reasons and God starts a new chapter for you? When you almost gave one a love department. Imagine falling in love with the love of your life every single day and only for them to treat you right. It wasn't a game, wasn't mental manipulation at the end of the day, because someone damn sure didn't have a hand problem to disrespect you, to do you wrong. Because God truly had his hands and her hands over you, showing you that, hold on one second, true love was never complicated. You overflowed the wrong cup, only to realize God showed you the best cup. A future that a dream became true, a light that certain folks will never understand, a true love language, that love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Someone mentally stable, emotionally available, financially stable. Y'all both was on the same page. Yeah, I got good days, bad days, misunderstanding days, but hold on one second. Fairy tales actually do happen. They say when you get into a relationship, there's no such thing as to someone not arguing with somebody or someone not doing this and doing that negative stuff, but someone can truly walk into your life and just truly bring the best out of you every single day. When the world's against you, someone is there to truly protect you. Showing you that, hold on one second, I ain't trying to make you mentally unstable. I'm here to balance you out, to show you that, hold on one second, I got your back for all the right reasons. God showed me the potential I have within me to show you that, hold on one second. It was never complicated loving you right the first time around, not one I was told. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I am Nia G on Love Respect, and today is currently March 28th, 2025. Just because you never had a healthy relationship or you never experienced falling in love with someone every single day does not mean it's not possible. And I say that respectfully, because when you say I do to the right person, it wasn't misleading or projecting pain or my manipulation at the end of the day. It was actually sitting there valuing someone's time and day, not running from what you're actually feeling. You know, being emotionally available, something that certain folks not scared of, is actually being vulnerable and expressing themselves to the right person. That, hold on one second, I ain't have to run game when I got your time and day from the beginning. It just got better with time and day. No, and the trainer told me I gotta go. Always be yourself, but no molest attentions. No, for real, be yourself, be yourself. True love is not supposed to hurt. It's not. And when the right person walks into your life, they bring the best out of you in the most healthiest way. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. Certain people will never understand what real love looks like. And I say that respectfully. And especially when God allows this relationship to actually blossom and God is truly guiding two people to better days ahead. And God wasn't energy harvesting on someone's energy. God wasn't trying to manipulate two people. God wasn't projecting spell work on two people. God was not hacking people's devices to make them feel like they wasn't worthy of elevating. The energy is different. You know, when the enemy steps in, the enemy will lead you blindsided. But when God steps in, God is showing you guidance. That energy is different. And I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. So if you're not mentally ready to be in a relationship, leave innocent people alone. Because being in a healthy relationship is an existence. When someone truly walks into your life, to treat you right. They don't got time for third-party conversations. They ain't wearing a mask to switch up on you to project pain because they don't got time for the mind games. Hold on one second. I actually could sit in a room and value someone's time and day. I could truly be at peace with myself. Hold on one second. And someone won't overlook me, to disrespect me, make me feel like I'm doing too much besides loving them properly. Because some people feel like that. When you love them right, and you don't have good, and you don't got bad intentions, they're not used to that. So they would disrespect you. They would kick you down. They would project spoke on you. They would call you stupid, slow, and retarded. Because they're not used to someone being loving, genuine, and kind. Imagine someone walking into your life and something that you actually asked for. How you reject your own self and miss out on a blessing. Then you try to spin the block, and then you try to paint somebody to be the villain in your story when they wasn't trying to catch a case, but God saw what you was doing when it came to your potential. It was lust. It wasn't real love. Playing mind manipulation games with someone's time and day. Now you talking about now you know how to protect somebody. If you don't go sit your stupid ass down somewhere, have a nice day. When you're past living your reality, today God was truly protecting you, showing you that someone can truly walk into life to show you that you are worthy of true love. I'm Naya Junior Love and Respect. Today is currently April 28th, 2025. Have a safe year, day, evening, weekend. You matter and you are worthy. Peace and respect, your neighbor. Stop the violence. She matter your way, don't dim your light. Go, you neighbor, don't dim your light. No, as a trainer told me, always be yourself with numberless intentions. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Protect your energy and protect you and your family. Never give up on yourself when someone says that you don't have potential. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater. What about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater. What about you? No, as the trainer told me, always be yourself and numberless intentions. I gotta go. Stay out of trouble and protect your energy. You matter, you're worthy. Never give up on yourself because someone doesn't see your potential. They sit there and disrespect you like a bad habit, projecting spoke in a toxic way. It was supposed to make you bent out of shape, becoming your worst enemy. But God showed you existence, that you was truly paying attention, understanding that, hold on one second, you was truly worthy. Hold on one second, not them, but worthy of the right people actually respecting you. And it was far from haters. They look at you like competition. That energy is different when God truly shows you the right people that's truly for you, and they have to look at you like competition. No, answer, trade of me. I gotta go. Always be yourself and noblest intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Jealousy and envy is real. All you was doing was keeping it real. I was in my own lane, minding my business. A dream truly coming true. I chose me not to overlook me. I love me not to dim my light. I love me not to dim my light. They said I'm whack, I'm corny, but I'm in my own lane. I wasn't trying to fit in with the squares. I gotta go. You know, sometimes the cool kids ain't the cool kids. Because if you gotta gang stalk somebody because you a hater, if you gotta project spoke in a toxic way because you lack self-confidence when it comes to self-esteem issues, to project the case on an innocent person, to blackmail them, to disrespect them out loud, to see them frown, the gang stalking was real, the hacking of the devices was real, you forgot to keep it real, and hold on one second. You saw potential within somebody, and you try to dim their light, but God showed them an existence that, hold on one second, they was devil worshiping the devil, so that you couldn't relate to. Remember, you said God wasn't real. Now you're saying God all day, but hold on one second, you forgot to really keep it real and say who you actually worship at the end, because I damn sure don't worship the devil. The energy is different. I just knew how to respect my neighbor. We on two different levels. Respect's a two-way street. It's a train of thought for me. Folks will say that you talking about them like a bad habit, and never not one time did you say their name. As the train of thought for me, oh my God, somebody needs a doctor. No, for real. Make it make sense. Hello? It just goes to show you at the end of the day, when you project certain things towards somebody, you disturbed your own peace. I gotta go. I'm not your genuine love and respect. Always be yourself, but now my last attentions. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening. Protect you and your family and stop the violence. You are loved and respected by all the right people that's truly for you. Just because someone gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey, you matter and you are worthy. And healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. And I say that respectfully. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Oh, and when it comes to my creativity, I come with my own ideas. My Heavenly Mother, my Father, God, actually guides me every single day, and I say that respectfully. I never miss one day when it comes into my creativity. Here's the train of thought for me. Hello. Can't stop doing God's job. That is just different. And God is not for sale. You know, when you're dealing with a good God, I don't mean no disrespect, neighbor. God doesn't energy harvest off his children's energy. And his children don't energy harvest off each other's energy. And they don't try to destiny swipe with each other. And they don't play with spoken in a toxic way to hurt each other. And they don't play with spoken in a toxic way to make each other feel bent out of shape, becoming a worse enemy. We all don't operate the same. And his children do not hack folks' devices and trying to project mental illness on somebody when an innocent person wasn't trying to catch a case. We all don't operate the same. And I don't mean no disrespect. But when you fall from a hater, they will never understand God's elevation. That energy is different. Nobody ever wanted your position. Nobody ever wanted your spot. I be hearing people be like, oh, don't let somebody trick you out your spot. When God has his hand and her hands over you, it's just certain conversations that don't fit certain people. Especially when folks look at you like competition. And when certain folks is in a race to do something. When you a child of God, a real chosen one, when God puts you in your own lane, when God gives you your light, when God gives you your own blueprint to be your authentic self, and it was never competition, they will never understand the favor that God is holding over your life. And you wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. You actually knew how to respect your neighbor good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. It's sad and disturbing how certain folks will pick and choose who they want to bully when it comes to someone talking about God. And then they will sit there and dig up somebody's past to throw it in somebody's face, to humiliate them, to get them locked up, to put them in a psych ward, to make them homeless. How this type of stuff actually happens. And then people be in competition with their neighbor when they was never part of the Olympics, let alone a race. It be the train of thought for me. How this type of stuff actually happens. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And my content is not for everyone. It's not. You know, jealousy and envy and hate is really real. It really is. Someone can have beautiful features. Someone can have beautiful feet. Someone can have beautiful teeth, beautiful eyebrows, beautiful hair, beautiful eyelashes, beautiful hands, a nice body. Someone can just do something unique and special in their own special way. And the jealousy and hate is really real because certain folks be having a crisis within them. Because of lack of self-love, the lack of confidence. They have self-esteem problems. And that innocent person that you disturbed, they wasn't trying to catch a case. They never thought that they was better than anybody. Never, not one time. Because they have a past as well as you have a past. And they're not sitting here going tick for tack with you about your trauma and your past. I never understood why people compare trauma as competition. Why people trauma bond each other as to my trauma was better than yours. So I. First of all, no disrespect, ma'am, sir, whoever you are. When it comes to healing trauma and pain, actions speak louder than words when you're actually healing. And when you actually mean what you say you're healing, you would never look at your neighbor like competition. You would never have the animosity within you to be a hater, regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. And you wouldn't sit there and listen to he say, she say, and assume that someone is talking about you. And I say that respectfully, because if you really want to know if someone is talking about you, go to the actual person. Instead of making yourself bent out of shape, listening to he say, she say, and this whole entire time, these people are forming and project a case on an innocent person. They got jealousy and envy intentions towards an innocent person. And you're just put in the middle of something that you don't even know what's going on. It's okay to say, neighbor, you know, when the right people walk into your life and they're far from a hater, you sat there and hurt yourself with words so long. You was going left. That wasn't the right direction. Be mindful and wise when hurting yourself with your own words. Your neighbor said, go right. God was guiding you to go right. You overlooked what you saw that day. But only for you to realize, hold on 1 second. Your neighbor was actually right. Your neighbor was not looking for validation for you to put respect on their name. But when you actually have a heart, that energy is different. You're going to respect your neighbor regardless. Because you know why? Because they didn't have to. They didn't have to overlook you. And when God shows up, God is not manipulation. Regardless of what someone been through and endured. And especially when they're not doing it for likes and views, because God is never for sale. And God has never been for sale. And when God talks to his children, it's not about likes and views or clout chasing. It's not about energy harvesting. It's not about destiny swiping. It's not about haters projecting that hate and jealousy and envy. And especially when he's trying to pick up his children. He's trying to pick up his children. When she's trying to pick up her children. I don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. But I gotta go. I gotta wrap this video up. Hello, good day, my neighbor. Have a good day. I'm Naya, you know, love, respect. And when it comes to my creativity, nobody ever helped me. And I never had anybody help me when it comes to my ideas. And I say that respectfully. I don't work with anybody. And I say that respectfully. I truly appreciate the times of the genuine ones with no malicious intentions. You protect your energy. You matter and you're worthy. Never allow someone to make you feel like you're wrong for choosing you because you understood self-love when days you was going wrong. You was going the wrong direction. You was never in competition or competing with nobody when God gave you the validation that you needed was to choose you because God gave you the balance to know that you are worthy. I'm not here genuine love, respect. Thank you for your time. They said you ain't got the potential, but you really wasn't the issue. They had to play with spoken in a toxic way. They was hiding behind a whole group of people, hiding behind their hands. They couldn't even actually mean what they said that they didn't even like you. It's a train of thought for me. How someone will watch you within watching you, observe you, and have so much hate and jealousy and envy towards you, and they will act like they're for you. And they say that you stupid, slow, retarded. I gotta go. Have a good day. Naya, you will love, respect. I gotta go. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. I don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I don't energy harvest with people's energy. I don't destiny swipe with people. I don't play with spoken in a toxic way. I don't gang stalk people. And I do not play with spoken in a toxic way. And I don't wish the devil. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Oh. Peace and respect, sir. Respect your neighbor. Stop the bonds. Humanity, where don't damn me a lot. Go, you neighbor, neighbor. Don't damn me a lot. Go, you neighbor, neighbor, neighbor. Confidence is good on you today. You matter, you're worthy. They gave up on you, they overlooked you. Continue patient with your process, and I say that respectfully. Self-love feels different when you actually choose you. It's not a race or competition to overlook you. Be careful holding yourself with your own words. Remember, you got to remove the mask to understand that. Hold on one second. I am worthy of change and growth. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.